Hey guys, it's Danny. Now, ever since our family has grown from 2 to 4, we now do Valentine's Day family style. And one of our favorite ways to do this is over a yummy breakfast. So for this quick bite, I wanted to share my high protein, gluten-free, paleo-friendly almond pancakes with raspberry sauce. Now we're gonna start by making the sauce, which could not be any easier. I've got a small pot here, and inside I've added 1 pint of raspberries that I washed off, and you could also use strawberries, blueberries, even cranberries here. To this I'm adding a half a cup of cold water, a half a cup of fresh squeezed orange juice, and half of a cinnamon stick. Bring the heat to high, and then we're just gonna let that come up to a boil. The raspberries are nice and tart, the orange juice is sweet, and then the cinnamon stick gives it this nice underlying warm spice. So this sauce is perfectly balanced just the way it is. You do not need any extra sugar. It's naturally sweetened. Now, once those raspberries come to a boil, I'm gonna turn it down to a simmer, let it go for 20-25 minutes, and what's gonna happen is the sauce is gonna reduce down and thicken up a bit, and we're gonna be left with this nice, light, delicious raspberry sauce. In the meantime, we're gonna get started on the pancakes. Now, if you're not familiar with almond flour, basically all it is ground up almonds. So it's rich in protein and it's rich in healthy fats, and you should be able to find this at your regular grocery store. But if you can't, I'm gonna leave a few links below showing you where you can find it online. So I've got a half a cup of almond flour in my bowl, and to that I'm adding about 3/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, a little bit of fresh nutmeg, a pinch of kosher salt, 2 teaspoons of turbinado sugar, and then 4 egg whites. Now, oftentimes I buy the pre-separated egg whites, but for this recipe, I really like to separate the eggs myself because I find it keeps the pancakes a little bit fluffier. Then just grab a fork, and you want to bring this all together and just keep on mixing till you got everything well incorporated. Now, you could, of course, sub in some whole eggs for the egg whites here, but I prefer to use all whites just because the almond flour is already so rich. But by all means, play around with this, guys, and make it work for you. Also, I'm going to make a video giving you some ideas for what you can do with the egg yolks. So be sure you keep checking back to see when that comes up. And if you guys have any ideas what you do with your egg yolks, I would love to hear about it down in the comments below. Okay, this is looking good, so we're gonna take it over to the stove and cook them up. Now, looking at my sauce back here, I can tell it's ready to go because it's reduced way down and it's thickened up a bit. You can see all the little seeds in there, and that is where all the antioxidants are in your raspberries, so that's a good thing. I'm gonna shut the heat off, let it cool, and in the meantime, I'm bringing a non-stick skillet. I'm gonna heat that over a medium heat. Now we're gonna cook these up just like you would any good old-fashioned pancake. I like to start by putting a little bit of coconut oil onto the pan and then brushing that around to give it a nice thin layer. You could also do this with a little cooking spray if you prefer. Then I'm gonna drop about 1/4 cup circles onto my pan. I'm gonna make them small enough that I can fit 4 pancakes on the pan. This batter is gonna make 2 servings, which is gonna be about 8 small pancakes. Then we're just gonna let those go, and as you start to see the edges of the pancake bubbling, that's how you know it's time to flip them. So just get underneath there and flip it over. Nice, it'll be nice and toasty golden brown just like that. Once you flip them, they'll just take another minute or so and they'll be cooked through, and then get them off the pan and do the second round. Now, because these pancakes have no wheat flour in them, they're gluten-free, high in protein, and low carb. So not only are they a delicious, nutritious family meal, but they also just so happen to be a perfect pre or post-workout snack. Now, here's how I like to serve them. I take a serving of pancakes, and then I drizzle a couple tablespoons of the raspberry sauce right over the top, and then I finish it with a big dollop of plain Greek yogurt. And usually what I do is I put the toppings out on the table so the kids can decorate their own pancakes. It's really important for them to feel like they're part of the process. Then you got to give it a taste, and it's really important that you get everything on each bite. So a little sauce and a little yogurt. That raspberry sauce is so light and bright, and the creamy Greek yogurt just brings it all together. My husband swears that you need to take the yogurt out of the fridge before serving, takes the chill out, and in his opinion, it makes it a lot more flavorful. For more simple and nutritious recipes, tips, and ideas, be sure to come on over to cleananddelicious.com, where you can print all the recipes, save your favorites right to your own personal recipe box, and subscribe to my newsletter. And be sure to tune in next week, guys, because I'm going to be sharing another Valentine's family favorite, because I'm making my baked chicken parmesan fingers over spaghetti squash. I'm Debbie Spees. I'll see you guys next week with another quick bite. Because I really want to work on a video giving you some ideas for those egg yolks. So stay tuned and come back.